All right, Jonathan. I wanted to pull you and Dad over here because I noticed again today during practice, I noticed at your last audition that you haven't really been there. You've just kind of been doing it just to get it done. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how you feel, but that's kind of how.
Well, it seems like you're not on your A game, and I've seen you do better than this. I mean, there's something going on. What's the deal?
Like, I want to be in the acting. I know that for sure. I also want to be with my friends because this is like the last year. Then in high school we're gonna split up, so it's like the last year I have to see my friends.
So this is more about school then.
Well, it's also about acting.
Well, you can see your friends. I mean, if we put you in this online school, we can set up dates where you and your friends can get together and have sleepovers and stuff. But like last night. But I mean, is that not enough, or that's what I thought we had agreed to?
Yeah, I know. That's like what I want. And like, I also want to be able to like just, because like at school I have the whole day to talk and hang out with them except for classes. But they're still in some of my classes too, so I have like that too.
Do you really want to still act?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I told you from the start, and I told all four of you from the start, that if this is ever something you guys don't want to do, tell me. That's all you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to push you. I am pushing you because you guys are telling me that's what you want to do. And I know how much work it does take, and so I'm trying to help you get there.
Okay.
But I don't want to be doing that if it's not what you want, because then I feel like I'm pushing you into something you don't want to do, and I don't want to be that mother. I could not be driving to LA. I mean, that's 7 hours a day every time we drive to LA. I don't need to be doing that. I have about four of you guys. I can be doing other things with them. I could be, if they want to do it, I could be encouraging them. But I'm trying to encourage all of you evenly. And so I really want to make sure that this is what you want. I don't want to be pushing you towards something you don't want to do. That's something that both of us have never wanted to do.
It is something I want.
So you do want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've got some concerns about school. If you want to do this, it's going to get tough with being in school.
I know.
That's why we're talking about the online thing. We can come and go as we need to. And with you in school, it's harder. We have to pull you out, get you there. Then the teachers and the faculty are not happy with us.
Remember with your
out.
soccer deal?
Mm-hmm.
You know, your history teacher happened to be the soccer coach, so getting pulled out of school was tough last year.
It was even hard with dance, but they understood it more because they're more in the theatrical point. But it was, again, you asked me to block you out for that day because you really wanted to do that. I can't do that every time something comes up.
So how can we do this so that it works on both ends?
Like, you guys could like not enroll me on the online school unless that's like something you guys want to do. You can let me go back to regular school, and I'll try twice as hard in acting and in homework at school. Put in more effort.
Well, if we don't take you out of River Springs, then you know you're going to be pulled out on whenever.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that.
Yes.
But the days that you miss, you got to make up for.
I will. I'll already have the homework assignments for me if you guys tell me ahead.
Well, we won't always know ahead.
There's been times where 3 hours before they're like, you have to be there in 3 hours. for an audition.
It takes us 3 hours to get there, but
And they know we need a minimum of 3 hours. Just the other day we went, it took us 4 hours just to get there. So,
we won't get notice. But I'm willing to take you there if it's something you want to do. It's definitely something that I want to encourage and support you in. But I'm just worried it's going to be a lot of extra work for you.
my concern is your grades. Last year you had a hard time with catching up in class. This year it's not going to be any different other than maybe if we decide to keep you in school, homework-wise, project-wise, you will have to be on top of that. You will have to get it done before it's due because we never know when we're going to be in.
Mhm.
All those assignments when you get like an assignment you have to do every month, your current events you have to do,
Yeah.
you're going to have to do those like the first or second day of school day of the month. And anytime you have a project, you're going to have to be on it and get it ahead of time.
Mhm.
And you saw kind of last year what could happen, and it was hard for you last year. We were trying to make it easier this year, but you're going to, it's a lot of hard work. You're going to be able to do it.
Yes.
And this whole homeschool thing was mainly for him.
I know. But the other three will still be able to benefit from it.
I know, but he's the one that's being pulled out the most.
Well, he's getting all the auditions and stuff right now.
I understand that, and that's why we were going to do the homeschool.
I know. But if he can do it, because here's my thought. If you're pulled out of school and you're all brokenhearted about being pulled out of school to chase this acting career, you're not going to be wholehearted in your acting career either, and you're going to lose both, right? That's what I'm worried about. I want to encourage you and get what you can out of what you can.
Well, school is kind of the least of my worries. I want him to get what he wants out of acting and get what he needs out of schooling, no matter how it is or where it is.
Right.
So,
Because definitely can have the most benefit.
But that's where online school was going to be really convenient
because on the drive,
we can go and you could be doing school on the road. You could be doing school when you log in. You could do it on the
your
days you
day
don't
of
have
school would be done by the time you got home. You could not do school all day. You could leave at 3 o'clock for your audition. You could do your schoolwork on the way there, do it while you're there, get it done, maybe do no more, or maybe, not do it while you're there and do it on the way back, and your whole day of school is done. So you had the whole entire, from the time you woke up to the time you left at 3 o'clock to do whatever you wanted. And then do school.
But you don't like
That's-
that. Why not?
Because from that, if that happens every day, I won't see my friends at all. And I can't ever set up time to go see them.
Why not?
Well, if we go to LA every day, but we're not going to LA every day.
I don't know, but there'll be some days where it's 5 days in a row that we have to go to LA. And
That's not okay with you?
it is.
Well, we already did that a couple of times.
Yeah.
And we had to pull you out of school for most of it.
So it's not like there's a lot of friend time that you're missing because you're in school anyway. How many of your friends allow you to go over there during the week?
So far, too.
Yeah.
Drake, Devin, and Garrett.
Okay, during the school week.
Oh. Does that count for projects?
Yeah.
How many projects did you do at other people's houses last year?
Three. Nick's.
You never went over there. That was the year before that.
It doesn't count. Straight one.
Michael.
That was the year before that. Your science thing?
The balloon thingy.
Yeah, we did it home together because you wanted to go over there.
That was.
No, Mom was sick. So
The
you guys,
baking soda. And
yeah, you guys had to work over the phone.
So the point is, you didn't get us really a lot. So what I'm hearing is that all your friend time is at school time,
Mhm.
in class and in between classes and stuff
And
like that.
your extra, what do you call that day?
Electives day.
Because I can read it.
Well, what if we arranged with your electives teacher to get you on electives day as like a guest, kind of like an invited visitor or something. Like you had your dance kids come in and they helped the dance class every Wednesday, and they came through and they did the whole hip hop dance thing.
Mhm.
What if we got you into something like that?
I'd be okay, because as long as my friends are in it at that time.
Oh, so we don't know what your friends are going to be in. Which friends?
Yeah.
All of them? We're not going to know. It's going to be impossible to know.
Well, unless you do it for the whole day.
Well, okay, here's...
Right, if you're in for the whole day. Well, even then, you don't know if you're going to get with your friends in your class.
Here's what I'm hearing. School isn't all that important, but your friends are.
Yes.
And acting is pretty important.
Yes.
But here's my dilemma.
Well, the school grades have to stay up no matter what.
Right.
So, I mean, your grades are going to
But-
determine if it's working or if it's not.
But my concern is between your friends and acting.
Well, he's got friends that are in acting too. They could work with it together. They could work on stuff together. And Mrs. Felix is really good about working it, because she's really encouraging for the acting modeling career. My concern is for the other teachers, social studies and math, the English teachers that aren't quite so understanding.
And then what about soccer? You're, I don't think, going to be able to, well, if they're both not there.
He'll only be the one, so it won't be as damaging.
It'll still be damaging to that
But not-
teacher.
But not as damaging to the team. Problem was,
Well, next year, the team is going to be the whole year and you have to try out for it, so
well,
there might be a lot more players.
hopefully there'll be more players. And if Matthew's doing online school, Matthew won't be on the team, because he'll be doing the online involvement.
So I should do the soccer team.
So if you did join the soccer team, then when you got pulled out and you missed a game or whatever, it wouldn't destroy the whole team's chances.
My concern is having too much on your plate. And I know that with acting, you have to be willing to up and go. I mean, at the push of a button, as soon as they call you, we need you. You know, we need you over here. We need you, blah.
So it's going to come down to priorities. What are your priorities?
Yeah.
What's the most important thing for you? Is it hanging out with your friends? Is it school? Is it acting? Is it soccer? Is it MMA? Dance?
Acting.
Acting is the top priority?
See, to me,
Then,
it's not.
well, I mean, your schoolwork has to be there. Academics are going to be there no matter
I'm
what.
talking his friends are
Well, it's
number one.
acting, friends, and dance and soccer together.
All right. Well, if acting is your priority, obviously school academics have to be there too.
Mm-hmm.
And you think you can handle it?
I can.
Mom and I are both concerned that it's going to be too much work. But we know how much work it was for you last year, and we didn't really want to see you do that. This whole online school was a way to make it easier,
I'll do it next year.
and
Well, and here's
because of the high school thing, right?
Yeah.
The high school, because the high school thing changes.
And here's the next dilemma I have, is your permit. If your grades aren't up in September when we need to renew your permit, you won't get it.
Yeah, you
I'll
have to
have
keep
them
your
all.
grades. to. It's going to be on you. And if your grades fall, then one thing's going to have to go. Either we're going to have to dial back all of your acting obligations, or we're going to have to put you in online school.
Mm-hmm.
So if acting is the priority and you're not going to give that up, then we're going to have to adjust your school.
Okay.
If the acting has to go away to make the school work fit, then
What
that's what's
about-
going to happen.
If I don't have my grades good from the first week in, from when I have to get the things done, whatever,
The permit.
the permit, then you can put me in online if I don't have any.
After the first week, how are your grades going to be bad after a week?
No. Wait,
You
August?
start off with straight A's.
I know, but wait, what day do we start?
August like 15th or 12th or something.
When do we get the report cards?
Not till
I mean,
No,
the
the
permit
permits.
thingy.
September or something.
Okay, if I don't have it before the week that we need for the permits, if I don't have the grades,
It'll be too late.
That's too late.
If your
We'll be
grades,
done.
if your grades are bad enough to have your permits get pulled and your permits get pulled, it's already too late. So for this year, that's what we're saying. It's a year commitment. If we have to pull and switch schools, it's going to be a major
It's gonna be
to-do.
a semester
It's not going to be
pull off.
because your grades failed. It's going to have to be because you couldn't keep up, and we're going to have to do it before your grades fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if your grades are already failing, you're going to end up having to redo the grade. That sucks. You don't want to do that.
I'm not going to be failing it.